What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Just put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
Hosted by the Steezys.
KB and Nate.
Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 And if you like it, you should put a ring on it. Yeah. Put a ring on it. The Steezys.
I don't think we can do it together, babe. You make me nervous.
Hello. Mic check, mic check. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go. Hello again. Welcome to another episode of Put a Ring on It.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. So I'm Nate Steezy, Nate Starward, depending on what circle you running in. This beautiful, voluptuous young lady
Okay.
next to me here. Introduce yourself, baby.
I am KB, also Mrs. Starworth.
She trying to wear shades today.
Yeah, too happy though.
Also, Mrs. Steezy. What's up, man? Keep going. You got so many names.
Yeah.
Also Mrs. Steezy, also Mrs. Superfood Detroit. What up, though?
Yeah. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and today, well, hold on. Before we get into this guy over here, we're going to get into our guests, which are not guests. They are our hosts for the day to answer our questions, our new people. We're going to bring it back to him. So introduce yourself over here. Let the people know.
Hey guys, I am Tia Blaque.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, tell them about your show, too.
I got a show that follows this show at 9 o'clock, Monologues 313. So stay on here, you know what I'm saying, and get a whole another feel, and we're going to make it happen.
Yeah. This was a lady on here that we see because her show's right after us.
Yeah.
We see the things that she do. So we was like, me and my wife both was like, we need to get her on our show to be a correspondent. Not to just be a guest, but be somebody to put in her input because that's what she do. So, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you, and we thank you for coming out and being
Thank
with
y'all
us.
for having me.
Then we got my guy over here.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
I like the correspondent thing. I was going to bring
like
that
that?
back up if you called us guests one more time.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, we just said that 15 seconds ago. But what's going on, y'all? I'm your resident corporate thug, Dee Brown, Darren Brown, whatever you're going with, you know, in the building. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, glad to have him. Another strong opinion that we wanted to have in here answering these questions, you know what I'm saying, while we doing it. And then we got our resident co-host here who, you know, we ain't seen in a while.
Hey, what's
You
up?
know,
He had a goatee last time we seen him.
I've been on the mission. You know what I'm saying? This your boy. Everybody know Craig Capone. I'm back. I ain't going nowhere. I just had to take a break. I had like a paternity leave. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Our dog had puppies. Hey,
Grandpa.
hey, I'm a dog paw, grandpa, dog paw, whatever it is.
Dog paw. Dog paw.
Too cute.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. So this is our panel here for today. Now, normally how our format goes on the show, we have a guest, someone doing, you know, amazing positive things in the community. We interview them, talk about them, ask them questions, and give them a trivia game. But my wife had a different, theory this time. So she said, everybody keep asking, we need to have a relationship show. So today we wanted to have that, and we wanted to have point of views from, you know, married people, single people, divorced people, you know what I'm saying? So we could just answer the questions how they are.
That's
you know what I'm
dope.
saying? So my man Dee Brown over there is married. He actually brought his wife over there, you know what I'm saying, being a fly on the wall. You know, Tia Blaque over here can get on the relationship because she talks about it all the time on her show. So that's why we wanted her opinion.
I'm mentally single, y'all.
Mentally,
We're going to talk about that.
that sounds like something we need to get into.
I'm joking, I'm single. Can I be the single one on the show?
I mean,
No,
you know,
you can't because I'm
that's your
single
voice.
too.
You single too?
I'm single too, but I'm a relationship hater.
But he's been divorced
Okay.
though
Like,
twice.
I've been
he's
divorced
the-
twice.
okay.
So
You've been
I've
divorced
got
twice.
all
Okay.
negative feedback. That's what I'm saying.
So let me break it down a little bit. So we got you know what I'm saying, because I don't want it to sound negative, but the single point of view,
Got
since, you know,
you.
you're
Okay.
saying that
I'll
we
take
have newlyweds pretty much, you know what I'm saying, we're working on year two.
Okay.
We have
That's
my guy
dope.
here who's been married for 20 years.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
feel me?
I applaud that. That's
Just
I
had
can't
his
hate on that.
anniversary. Just had an anniversary, and then we got a 2-time felon divorce over here. No, I
I
don't
ain't
mean
no
to say
fella
it
no
like
more.
that.
A record clean now,
But a
goddamn
person
it.
too. So he's single.
Yeah,
he's
expunged.
single as well. But you know,
Yeah.
he's been through what we've been through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Let's dive right in there.
It's a plenty good perspectives here. Let's get this thing going.
Get some perspective.
I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
You start with one of your questions, bro.
All right. So, first question was from a male person.
Don't say we guess if it's a male or
okay.
female
'Cause I
after
don't wanna say
you
that.
ask the question.
Would you have a problem with your mate being friends with their ex?
Let's
Hell yeah.
let's let Capone take this first.
I mean, it depends on how it ended. I guess you know what I'm saying. If it just, I'm a secure dude though. I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's disrespectful, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. You need to cut that. You know what I'm saying?
You going into many details. Now, is it okay or isn't it okay?
Don't let them box you in like that, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I wanted to explain why it's not okay.
Okay, there you go. Now you took a stance. So there
It's
we go.
not
Now
okay.
you can explain
okay.
your stance.
It's not okay, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I don't see no reason why you should be even going back down that lane anyway. But you know what I'm saying? But some people got weird, you know what I'm saying? thing they do. So, you know, it's cool for some people. For me, I'm like, nah, you know.
Yeah, I want to hear Tia Black opinion on this.
It's a strong no for me.
A strong no?
I'm talking about the strongest that it can be.
No,
Strongest that right
It can't be no stronger. It's a strong no for me. For what?
What?
For what?
Like you
friends
thought-
about for what? What? I mean, because you hang out with your friends, you talk to your friends, you help your friends. What are you doing all of that for this ex for? That's a no for me.
I mean,
there it goes.
But what if you a person like a public servant? Like my man here is a public servant. So say a ex-girlfriend of his
call
reach out.
another public servant.
Whatever he do, I'm sure somebody else out here that can do it, right? No.
No.
He about to be
Define friends. I mean, because friends is a strong word.
That is.
Friends, no, because to what Tia just said, like you and I are friends,
Yeah.
right? Like, well, we're family, but
Right.
like friends, no, because there's no hanging. You're not gonna talk weekly. You're not gonna be
Right.
text messaging.
It's
But
just
I can't
no.
say unequivocally that someone who was dated, 10, 15 years ago and let's say things ended amicably and everybody's moved on, they're going on with their life, but they were in town for the weekend and wanted to go to have lunch at 12 noon in the middle of the
15
day.
years ago is a long
But
time.
you said X.
Strong no.
That's
X
why I
is
say
X.
I can't say unequivocally that the answer is no. But friends, nah, we
Nah,
good
not
on that.
friends.
Can I ask
And that's what I say. That's what I agree to.
I mean,
Can't
you
be
could.
friends.
It could be.
Like,
You could potentially have a business opportunity on the floor with this person. You don't know till you catch
Okay.
up. You know what I'm saying? It could be nothing malicious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it could
that's
be
all.
innocent as it is.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, people can't be
But
trusted.
being a man,
I don't keep in
You
contact
gotta
with
have
my
that.
ex and be like, just in case, I might need some business. That's okay. I'll find somebody else. It's fine.
It's so messed up though. Why when people break up, they got to be enemies after
I
that.
didn't say I
Like,
wanted to be enemies. I said we don't have to be friends.
Right, and I
It's
didn't say
usually-
friends,
yeah.
but
You
like
didn't say
it
friends.
doesn't mean that you
Can't
can
be
never
friends,
have
right.
any level of relationship with an ex ever again.
But we just said friends. The question was,
it's friends.
That is
no,
friends.
it's no. It's
It's
no.
You
are right.
friendship.
You are right. That's
You
why I
said
said
it is,
define.
'cause-
But here's the truth: in this world, don't we use friends way too loosely
do.
these days?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
how we
for
define?
real.
That's why I say define friends. The way I define friends, hell no.
yeah, it's a no.
Okay.
So the consensus overall would be it's a no. But they have its gray area, I guess, here and there, but not
it's
really.
It's a no on the friendship stuff. You know?
So, but friendship, it's a no.
Yeah.
All right.
What y'all talking about?
My next question. My next
Fuck, you know
question. We're
what
gonna
I'm
move
saying?
on to the
I'm
next
your
what you
motherfucking
texting
friend,
about?
especially
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Your
I'm
best
your best friend.
friend.
Nigga. I'm full of all the needs.
Your
This
best
motherfucker.
friend.
next question, man.
I like. Let's
question.
I'm gonna keep talking.
No
about
friends.
He about to get
No
hurt.
friends, no face,
Yeah.
no case, none of that. All right. So,
wow.
next question is: do men enjoy PDA, public displays of affection?
My man don't.
Not really though.
Nah,
I don't
man,
really
stop
like
all
it too
that.
much.
No,
Like,
no.
Start with you, Dee Brown.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
just no. It's nothing. No, what kind? Like no, I don't want to hold hands. No, don't kiss me on the cheek. No.
Now, let me ask you, since you say that now, is that now 20 years deep, or is this always through the relationship?
When I was 20, I'm now 40. When I'll be 60, no. For what?
Oh my God.
Capone, what you say, man? Because they asking do men, and we are the men, so I guess we got to answer that question.
I'm not an affectionate person like that, and I mean I love whoever. The love, you already know I love you if we together. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not a really no.
But what if she is though?
No, like I mean,
Y'all mean
That wasn't the question. Like, listen, don't get me wrong, I'll do it, but like it's up to a point. Like if we go on a mile walk, I'm not holding your hand for a mile. Like you got like 2 minutes, and then you gotta let my hand go.
I'm not a hand holder. Yeah, my hands sweat anyway. So
I personally, I don't like too much.
Smack my girl on the butt while she's walking.
I like some.
Now let's define PDAs, because that's all right.
I like some public displays of affection when we go out. If we stepping into place, I want to hold her hand and walk in. She looking good, all that. I don't mind that, but not forever. At some point, it's like, all right,
it's a cutoff.
Go to the bathroom by yourself. Like
that's a good point. You're right. Like
I'm watching from over here.
When we walk in the door, for sure, because it's because we flossing, right?
That's what it is. So that's technically not.
It's literally not PDA.
No, it's
we
not.
making
It's
a statement
representing
for sure.
That's
We in the building.
That's more territorial.
But all of that
hold your chair for you, all that stuff.
Come on, man.
Y'all killing me.
What you think about that, Tia?
Y'all killing me right now.
Okay, help us out.
Because I'm listening to men, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta just listen to the men, and y'all just telling me it's no hope for it. Okay? My heart is broken.
Not on a consistent basis.
You know what? It's 2022, man. It's like women still trying to be in love with the old man from our grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Way of life. We not those niggas no more. We different. We different. Like, I mean, it's like we different.
I don't think that women are trying to go back to that era, because we don't want to do what your grandma did either.
No, y'all ain't. Y'all ain't saying y'all want that. Y'all not going back there. Y'all want us to be like that, and we ain't like that no more. We done changed. So. We've evolved.
I don't think so.
You know what
I'm not a real affectionate person like that, but I am with my husband. So if he don't want to do PDA, like holding hands, he don't want to do that, then I'm just gonna be all over him and be, like, oh baby, and he gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like stop.
It's a full routine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because
he's awesome. Stop.
Yeah, because my wife do that, because she know it irritates me.
Yeah.
So she
so
just walk and just like sit on my lap or just lean on my shoulder. I'd be like, would you move?
See, but then at the times when we invite it, they don't want to do it.
I wasn't in the mood then.
Wow. It's to a certain extent.
Right.
Public, what is it? PDA?
Yeah, PDA. We compromise, right?
Yeah.
Is it just because it does nothing for y'all? Like, what is the problem? Like, if you know your woman like it, what's so wrong with y'all just, taking one for the team?
It's hot.
Yeah,
it's hot. Yeah, it's hot.
Okay.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's like this. But like I said, she do it too. Sometimes I come up, we watching the movie, I'm trying to lay my head on her, and she be like, dog, get up off me. Like,
you got a big
I'm like,
head.
what?
I mean, like,
don't do that, because it sounds too much like
How
home.
long y'all gonna stay cuddled up before you get uncomfortable? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
or something to do around the crib, or even if you out like you say, just out. It's like, yeah.
But you know how y'all said when y'all holding y'all lady hand, when y'all walking in and y'all trying to flex, that's how we is the whole time. We wherever we at.
Y'all ain't got to.
That's not
you
it.
Ain't got to.
I'm not buying
Flexing?
that.
Yeah.
Not the flex, but the territory or the I'm his lady or whatever it is.
Okay. I can go with
I'm
that.
walking next to you. Don't you know you my lady?
We only need to act up when another nigga try to holler.
Okay, so
that's
just
it.
walk. Okay, so once y'all walk in, that's it.
Other guys know.
I'm gonna take these notes.
Other guys already know.
Okay.
They already
Because they know
know.
what's
I
up.
ain't even about to hurt my
It's
own
a certain
feelings.
walk you got. You with your girl. You know what I'm saying?
It's a-
Everybody know. That's
See,
your
that's
girl.
it right there. They
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
There's no
They
question
know.
about it. You know the difference when I'm walking
tell.
with my sister and when I'm walking with my woman.
Yeah,
It's
you
a whole
know.
difference.
It's a
And the
whole
guys
difference.
know the rules. So that's why if you cross the line, now I got to east side you. Because you know better.
You know better. but you don't have to be always holding hands and kissing and walking.
It don't gotta be like that.
Yeah.
So the consensus is no, we don't like PDA.
Now, hold on. Now, if we decide to like go somewhere where the scenery is, and that's what we there for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We could walk through that bitch
Like a picnic.
Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
It's exceptions to the rule.
We can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can do that.
We on vacation.
You know what I'm saying? We
on the beach.
Okay.
What about Belle Isle?
It's a no.
That's regular
Man,
shit.
next question. That's just silly for no reason.
My bad. I thought Belle Isle was
We've been on
acceptable.
this for too long.
That's silly for no reason.
Next question. Yeah.
I thought Belle Isle was acceptable. I'm sorry. All right.
If we go up north, then
You
we
had a better chance at the Riverwalk, bro. Not at Bella.
Right.
All right, go ahead. Give us the next one.
All right. So the next question: what makes a man feel like he is ready to get married, and what
one.
doesn't?
That's a really good one.
So obviously we know
That's a woman.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't think I got a right answer for that. I failed twice.
But
I was gonna
what
say-
made you do it twice though? That's the question.
Say, I want to get married to her.
I don't want to answer none of them questions. like, why do I want? Okay. All right, shit. My first wife, we had kids together, and you know, I just knew, I felt like it was the responsible and the right thing to do.
Right.
Being, you know what I'm saying, the father of her kids, and you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't she was a fine chick too, but you know, I would say I loved her. That's why I married her.
And you wanted to make her an honest woman.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was in love. So
Quote,
I was
unquote.
like,
See, that's what his grandfather did. That's why he said we ain't trying to go back to being our granddad. That's why I went wrong right there.
I was in love with that girl, and then you know it was like other circumstances led up to us doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my second one, I thought I really had, you know, a helpmate, like, but then
It went in reverse.
it was
Yeah.
too.
So what you think, D?
Okay.
I don't think there's a such answer to that because I believe it's idiosyncratic to every individual man.
Ooh, hold on, I'm the one that used the big words on this show.
Wait a minute, he's using all the big words.
You should know. See, don't do that. You know when I come on the show, we're going to do this. So don't start,
He
bro. We
pulling
get the home
Andre,
today.
he pulling Andre 3000 over here.
Like the first time, police was like, he had paraphernalia. I was like, what is that? I smoke weed. I don't smoke paraphernalia.
Oh my goodness, man! He got an insurgent. No, I do. I think that's individual. That's why even when in one of my roles, when men come to me talking about marriage, I ask them, "Why do you think you're ready?" Because that's not an answer that I can give them. I think it has to be individual. There's a lot of things that go into play. Love, but this is like get me in trouble for the first time on the show. If somebody, because I love her, no, walk away. I'm not marrying you.
Yeah.
That's a terrible reason to marry somebody because you're gonna love a lot of people in this life. You don't marry somebody because you love them, right? But I think part of it could be you've grown to the point where you're ready to start expanding life on a greater level. And we know that the Bible talks about a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, right? And so if you believe you found your good thing that can help expand and grow your life, and you found the one that meets your,
criteria,
3/5, 80% rule, where they have 80% of the qualities that you're looking for, because it's difficult to find somebody that has 100. I think those are some of the things that go into the equation, but I can't say that I don't believe there's a definitive answer for that.
For me, I will answer. That was a good, amazing answer, and I will answer from the point of why they don't get married. One, we always talk about the ghetto depression, but we just not groomed. Even some people who grew up with married couples, you know what I'm saying? The thing on the street is have hoes, have baby mamas. That's how we grew up. We live fast, we ride fast, we party hard in the city. So we're not looking for that till we're older. Like me, I just got married almost when I was 40 years old. So going into marriage as a young guy and going into it at this age is a little bit different. I was looking for a couple different things than I would when I was younger.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what prevented me from being married all those years would be all the things that she wasn't, or not enough of that 80 or 3/5 or whatever they was talking about. Now, people think they coming to the table with what it is, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what keep a lot of dudes, both sides of that, away from getting married. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
I can't answer that question. I'm not a man.
Because it's a man question, right? So I don't know. I think you made a big point as far as age difference. You know, getting married at 20 or. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing if you get married at 20 and you actually made it 10 years with that person. Made it 20 years with that person.
Because
that's
you grow. You're not even the same person.
Because you change. You know what I'm saying? So at age 20, saying, you know, I want to get married, or saying, at age 40, I want to get married, you definitely looking for different things. I'm 45. Like, I would get married again, but relationships is scary. And I've gotten to a point where I got peace at home. Like I'm there. I'm lonely as fuck though. I real talk. Today is one of the days where I really was like, it's the holiday. I don't have no family. Like nobody to cook for. Aww. Don't feel sad. But it was just real. It was a moment I had.
You could have cooked for me.
Kids grown. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have nobody to like just like cook food for and just have a big thing to do. Like you know. I don't even have Thanksgiving. Like, it should be terrible. But
Thanksgiving at your house. Yay.
No more. Like, it's terrible. But you know, I do like my own peace. I have my own peace of mind. I don't have to argue with nobody. So
and that make it hard.
I'm looking for someone, but I gotta have that peace.
Well, that make it hard to bring someone in that peace. You know what I'm saying? When you have it.
It is, man. It's like
which is
terrible.
another thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucked up when you start when you like living alone. Yeah, when you start liking it, living alone, it get bad.
It took me a while to live with Nate and get comfortable. So.
Girl, please. You came over the first day. You ain't leave.
You never left. Like, I'm good. I'm here.
All right. I'm going to pivot a little bit because the last two questions have been pretty much for us. So this one is more of a women question. So it say, why do women make it hard to be a father when not in a relationship? I got strong opinions on this, but I want y'all women to go first.
I don't got that problem. He can have them kids.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Hey, baby daddy.
FDK.
Tia?
I think that I don't have this problem either. But I think that women, when I see it happening, like if I'm kicking it with one of my homegirls and I see them tripping, 9 times out of 10 is because the baby daddy and the baby mama is still playing these cat and mouse games, and he's trying to move on. And I mean, it's just it all boils back down to them two still creeping. If you ask me, I don't know because I've never experienced that. Once me and my boy's dad split, like he was just still a great dad and I was still a good mom, so we never really
put a ring on that right there.
I never really went through that. But when I do see it, I think that it's just because the chick be still in love with the guy or the guy's still in love with the chick, and that's just where
I think that's a valid point though. Like
she be wanting them.
I never had that problem.
Like, I don't want nobody around my kids. Girl, bring her here, please.
It be, I think that's what it is too, though. It's like that, like you say, his feelings still involved. Like y'all still fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't experience that. You know, thank God. She could have made it tough for me, but she didn't. Like, she was literally like. Plus, you know, doing the divorce, I gave her a lot. Like, I'm like, here go a home that's paid for. Here go 2 other properties. Dang. You know what I'm saying? That's rented out. You get money. She a well-educated person. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't walk away. I walked away with really like nothing. I had to rebuild, but she walked away good. So I still had to pay child support. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The judge and them was still like, you gonna pay that shit.
That's messed up.
But me and her agreed to keep him out of our business and just do our thing. So
that's good.
We co-parent and it was cool.
Yeah,
that's
good stuff.
Yeah.
What you think before I go?
I think a lot of what they said, right? Well, I mean, obviously I have friends and I have, people, church and things of that nature. I think a lot of it is there's hurt, there's pain, and there's still feelings that involve. And quite frankly, there's selfishness that doesn't allow you to look beyond yourself and see really what's in the best interest. And I think, unfortunately, that gets in the way too often. And so, that's all I'm gonna say about it, because obviously I've never been in that situation, but I know in the people that I've had to kind of be involved with, it's easy to tell that, okay, here's why, right? Yeah. And in some cases, that's just it. There's that there's the past, there's the pain, and then there's still the present. And too often women don't know how to navigate and figure out which one of them it is that they're dealing with to be able to figure out how to move past that so we can just be in a quality co-parenting relationship.
I can go with that. Now me, I'm gonna come on a total different. Like, I don't like to hear people say the mother's making something's hard for them. Yes, I believe that happens in a lot of times, but a lot of times you're just not doing enough. Like, she just not letting you see them, and then that's the end of their actions. Like, that's not enough if you really want to see your kids. Like, go to court, bang it down, blow her phone up. Like, they don't do the people that I normally hear saying they have a problem with a baby mama. They're not doing none of these things. They're probably not even handling what they're supposed to financially. So, or even if they are, you know what I'm saying? They're making it hard on themselves more, or they're not even going that hard.
I'll agree with that, but I think in some instances too, there's to your point to talk about gray area. I've had some scenarios. You're right. You can go to court. You can do a lot of stuff, but sometimes
call in. Go ahead, finish your stuff and then we take the call in.
It becomes a little bit more, it's not that black and white.
Exactly.
And sometimes taking that legal route would be a little bit more difficult for them. Sometimes they got some paperwork they need to take care of, or sometimes they're not in that financial position for the child support to take 60% of their check versus saying, hey, I can give you this $100 a week or this whatever. And so can we just talk about it amongst each other? Whereas if I have to go this route, it puts me in a worse situation. They should, but I don't think it's always about, I feel you, but I think I agree.
That's good.
Actually, the reality I was going to say in some instances, the mother's making it hard for him because she know you ain't shit.
Right.
In some instances,
a little accountability got to go both ways. We got to call her. We got to call her that called in. So, caller, talk to us.
Okay.
I got a question.
What up, though?
I want to know, why is it that why is it so hard for women to initiate sex?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't know. It's just like, I should do little stuff to make you know that I want to get down. I can't just be like, hey, give me some.
You married though? Why not?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would rather just like do like something freaky or something. I just can't come out and just say it like that.
Yeah,
you trying to be chivalrous or something?
But you want the guy to every time?
I don't think the guy should every time, but
you should just know. Women, y'all, it seems like y'all go off that we should just know. Sometimes we don't just know. You know what I'm saying? We need something.
But we may know, but we just want it to be initiated another way.
Men want to be desired too.
Oh,
there you go. Okay. Not Tia chime in because this is a woman's question.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this. Like, it's so crazy that someone could call in and say this. I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know.
Is it hard?
It's 100% hard for me. Like, I would lay on the side of the bed and just act like it's so hard.
So would you be throwing out all kind of signs?
I feel like I'm throwing all the signs there.
So why not just go to go to the next one and just
I'm really I don't know.
We know sometimes.
So you acknowledge that this is a real thing.
This is a real thing.
It is.
Right.
This is a thing.
Right. So like you said, men want to be desired. So
what is the caller saying? What are you saying?
Caller.
Go ahead, caller. We know sometimes when y'all want it, but sometimes we want to be desired as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, like he said. So what about the desires of us? Like, sometimes we know you're giving the hints, but we trying to get a hint back too.
So what would be a good hint? Like, you just come home and she like just suck your dick? Like, what would be a good hint?
Every guy would want that. That's like a given great hint. Like, hey, baby, how was your day? Take your pants off.
Yeah, straight to the face.
Put a ring on that right there.
That's it right there.
Now you didn't set it. It's above me now.
Yeah, what's a good hint?
It's above me now.
I'm really trying to think about why that's so hard. I don't know.
Here's the thing. I just appreciate y'all acknowledging that that's a real thing.
Me too. I do appreciate this. I do appreciate this.
But you know that about me.
But these are some things that we have talked about before.
But it's also okay. It's probably good for you to hear three other men,
because this is something that I've said to her
all
before.
Of us, we want to be desired. We want to be chased too. You know what I'm saying? We want to be pursued. We want to come after us.
It don't have to always lead to sex, but it just could.
What?
Oh no, I'm talking about fucking.
Or at least okay, I got you. At least make me feel like you want me.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that ain't manly to say, but no, I want to feel wanted too.
Wanted too. Like,
I guess you better start holding hands.
It ain't gotta.
So listen.
Can I ask you a question? Why are women so petty?
See now you understand the type of public displays of affection we want.
Yeah, that's funny.
That ain't public affection.
That's a whole love language. You got to give us that love language question.
Love language.
Right now.
I like
It's
that.
time. Give us
Here
that
we
love
go.
language question right now.
So, question is, do you think two people who do not have the same love language are capable of having a successful relationship? Why or why not?
Tia, I want you to go first on this one.
I think it's possible. It's possible. I think that opposites attract. So we can have two different love languages as long as you can read mine and I can read yours.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
They don't have to be the same. Like, just be able to read me when it's time to read me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think that it can work, and it should work like that.
Yeah.
Because it's all opposites attract.
Yeah.
Right.
What you think?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, like she said, if you could read mine and I could read yours, yeah, like it should work. Like, what other love language you gonna be speaking? Alien, like I should know. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
have you ever read the book, The 5 Languages of Love?
no.
Okay, so that's gonna be your
never
assignment.
do that.
I would never do that.
I told my wife, she said, "What's your love language?" I said, "My love language is Spanish."
Oh my
You
God.
you can't speak Spanish.
I thought that was the love Latin language. Language of love.
I thought that was Latin.
Yeah, the language of love. I mean, they all
Just
Latin.
say, don't say that. Don't do
Spanish.
They all Latin languages.
No, it is a book out, and it's called 5 Languages of Love, and then it tells the different languages like attention, words of affirmation, physical touch. I forgot the other ones, but it's like 5 different.
Yeah, all
Check that out.
all 3 of them languages is women languages. You know that she remember them, didn't she? Because
I don't remember that too.
Because like, no, here's the truth. You're right, Tia. As long as we can read each other's language, I agree. But reading and writing are 2 different things, right? And because writing is action. So to me, it can work if you're also willing to go with your spouse's or your person's love language, because I can read it and not do nothing about it, right?
Right.
But you also, if you're willing to act upon your person's love language when they're opposite of yours, that's to me the key, along with being able to read it. For example, I agree. Me and my wife's love language is different. Her love language is, what you say that third one was? The affection, the touch, physical touch. Her love language is physical touch. My love language is acts of service. Like, that's how you
Acts of
show me
service,
that
that's
you
the
love
other
me.
one.
Help
Because
me
it is
do
action.
this shit.
Action.
Help me with this life that I'm living. Wash these dishes.
Yeah,
Take these
that's-
kids somewhere.
That's what do it for you.
Take out the garbage.
Because
Acts of service.
Okay.
It's physical stuff for me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, and so to me it does, but that doesn't mean I get to ignore her, what is it again?
Physical touch.
This physical touch. It doesn't,
Emotions.
knowing that is her love language, and mine is, I don't just get to be like, I don't care nothing about your love language, only care about
Yeah, let's go
mine,
and
right?
get out.
In order to
Right.
make it work, I think you have to be able to read it and be willing to do something
to
about
act
it.
on it. Because love is an action word.
Yeah.
It's like
Absolutely.
it's action. It ain't just talking. You can't just tell me you love me and don't do nothing. Shit.
Mine is attention. I need a lot of attention.
Attention.
I suck on
But
giving
your
attention.
husband do too, so maybe y'all got the same love language.
No, we actually don't. His is
I think I'm acts of service
no,
as well.
it's not acts of service. It's I think it's words of confirmation. I think he like when I
You don't mess with.
Affirm them. Yeah.
You know him better than me, but
Because
I've been
I
knowing
don't
him
do
40
that
years. He like all the attention. he always want to be Mike.
acts of service for you, baby.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, my
That's why he
God.
changed his
He's
love
like,
language.
right. He's like,
He changed his language.
Next question. This is a good one. This is a good one right here. This is controversial, so we're gonna keep our answers short to this one. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Do you agree with any of Kevin Samuel's relationship advice? If so, what?
All of them.
If you do, what? Go ahead, Capone, since you hopped in.
All of them.
You agree with all of it?
All of them. I mean, he just literally was just telling people like, look, if you,
He was Bible.
I mean, it was facts. Like you can't want more than you can give. You know what I'm saying? Like and you gotta change your mental if you want to change your circumstances. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just simple. Like, I don't know why. It is, you know what I mean? If you don't change the way you think, you'll never change your circumstances. It ain't saying you can't be a millionaire. So, you know, you go hang out with millionaires if you can, you know what I'm saying, and learn some shit, you know. But women was saying stuff like, yeah, I'm this and I'm that, and I need a 6-figure nigga, and
She work at
you work at Arby's. Like, Liz. Get your shit together.
And nothing against Arby's.
Stop. Nothing against
nothing against fast food workers, but
you know, it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be on your level. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like TLC them told it, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Okay.
Stick to your little lane.
That's a good one.
Now I know this is one of my wife's favorite people. So what you got to say?
No, I totally agree with a lot of the things that he said. Because, like, I think everybody thinks highly of themselves and they have this, I don't want to lower my standards. But then you say somebody comes to the table with everything that you have and you're lowering your standards, but you're not. You meeting somebody where you are. So you're not lowering your standards. Now, you can have higher expectations for yourself. You can say, I want a man that has this, and this, and you don't. But I hate that. I'm very specific with words. So when people say lowering their standards, and then you tell me about him, and I'll be like, he the same as you.
Yeah.
Like, what? He can lower his...
How is he lower?
How is he lower and y'all the same? Or it's okay for him to lower his standards and be with you, but I don't know.
What you think, Tim?
But I like Kevin. I liked Kevin, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, I definitely want to start off with saying, rest in peace, Kevin. I feel like he was doing the Lord's work. Listen, this man, because listen, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I was one of those people, but when you watched I didn't have to call in because so many women called in that fit my description. Yeah. It humbled me. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels was doing the Lord's work. I've seen the Lord's work. He was out here, and I don't know. The Lord. Look.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He was doing what he was supposed to do.
Didn't say nothing wrong.
I think that the truth hurts. Yeah. It's harsh reality. The truth hurts, and either you gonna do something about it or you not. So yeah.
I think a lot of people didn't really listen. They just caught the sound bites.
Yeah, because they
had to, because he was raw.
But when he listened to a show in entirety, you'll see he went in on men just as well.
He started out.
He was real.
Talking to men, answering men questions, and then all of a sudden, I mean, not all of a sudden, but he eventually switched over to women calling in and stuff like that. Yeah. I think he was like right on point, man. It's just. The truth hurt, but one thing about the truth is that we got no choice but to accept it. Like that's the fact. You might hate the truth. You might You might hate the truth, but you ain't got no choice but to accept it. It's facts. Yeah. Either you gonna do something about it to change it, or not. But either whatever it is, it's still gonna be the fucking truth.
It is. And just because you want something don't mean you gonna get it.
Chime in, D. You familiar with Kev?
Yeah, but full transparency, because I always like to be fair. I don't like to give opinions on stuff that I haven't looked into. The full transparency is I've never listened to a Kevin Samuels anything. The only thing I've ever heard him say in any level of length was he said, hey, a lot of people kind of have negative opinions about me based off sound bites. Mm-hmm. But I encourage you to go and listen to an entire interview. And so because I've never listened to an entire interview, I'm just going to be disciplined enough to not have an opinion. I'll say the sound bites just wasn't for me. I didn't like the style. I didn't like his approach. But it doesn't mean that there wasn't some validity to what he was saying. Exactly. And because I have not listened to an entire interview, I won't have an opinion.
There you go.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Next one.
All right, so
we're gonna cut our answers short now. We got about 15 more minutes, so get more of these questions.
This has been an ongoing thing that I've saw on social media, and so this guy said, "Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Why is it men are only loved based on the condition that we have something or can and can provide?"
Chris Rock said that, didn't he?
Yeah, Darren, you chime in first, Darren.
I don't know. I want to hear what the women got to say. I've been sound. You talking about sound? If you got dang on right, I've been sound. I've been telling my friend, not Father's Day. We got to share with Juneteenth. I done heard on the radio the Juneteenth celebration. I done heard on. It's a women's expo on Father's Day this year. I'm like, I haven't heard one single commercial about a Father's Day event. So somebody tell me, because I don't have the answer.
Yeah, that's the question right there. Women, that's y'all.
You know, I didn't make up men and women. I did not. So, you know, I can't give you an answer for that. God decided to make you a man, and so it was something.
This ain't about God making me. It's about how y'all respond to us affectionately versus.
No, he said, why is a man loved based on the conditions? So I'm telling you the conditions.
But that ain't always true, though. I've seen so many bum ass niggas out here in relationships.
So many. That's what I'm saying. It's
like,
not true.
It ain't no conditions really like.
Oh, mine got conditions.
I mean,
it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true.
I've seen so many, like what you said, bums just in relationships. I will say this.
So hold on, am I missing the question? Because I know some really trifling bum mothers who are still like loved 100, like the kids just love them to death. Yeah. She weak, she don't work, she a hoe, she trifling, she all of that, but her kids still love them unconditionally. But if the dad is that way,
if the mama poisons
now we getting somewhere.
But just the kid, he gon' that kid.
So now we answering the question. What are some of the factors that go into why?
I mean, it's a man. As far as I'm taught, as far as I know, men are supposed to provide, right?
Okay. So what are the women supposed to do?
I'm not nurture.
Okay.
We was put here to bring balance and nurture, right?
Okay.
So as far as I know, men are supposed to provide. So if you are not being loved right, then you gotta provide right. And if this is your problem, come on now, get the money.
So I feel you. On the flip side to that, if the woman doesn't nurture, should she not be loved unconditionally? Because if a man isn't a provider, he shouldn't be loved unconditionally. But if a woman ain't a nurturer, why is it that she still loved unconditionally?
I did not create. I feel like I didn't create these gender roles. I didn't do it. I didn't create these gender roles. Look, I don't know.
Tia, hold on. Like I always say, when we pull up, you always pull up the grandma house. You don't never pull up the granddaddy.
That's it. That's just grandma.
That's fair. Even though granddaddy pay that mortgage.
Granddaddy ain't got no problem with it either.
But
I got a problem with it when mama get a diamond bracelet from Tiffany's on Mother's Day, and I get a pair of socks from the Dollar Tree, and I pay the mortgage up in this month.
But you know what? You know what?
We gonna do better this year.
I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna switch it up because if a man is doing what he's supposed to do,
I promise you,
and he a provider, and he gonna have Father's Day.
He gonna have it.
He gonna have more than Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just.
I'm waiting.
You can't be watering no damn seed that ain't gonna grow.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting.
Because he's had good Father's Day.
Let me talk you here though. So what if you have 15 good years of that, and then you just have a bad 2 years? So what now?
What?
Am I not loved anymore because I can't do what I did for the past 15 years?
Well,
15 years I took care of everybody. Now I'm on hard times for 2 years.
You know, I'm
not loved the same.
I was always told if you take care of all your responsibilities, you'll be able to have your wants. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's bad times, but you know, if you already build something, you know, she know it's bad time, but that don't mean y'all still stop loving on each other. It is what it is.
I mean, but they might stop loving you the same.
If you don't provide,
you're not providing.
Listen,
like you was.
I'm gonna tell you like this: it's a man's fault if you fall off and your woman can't hold it down.
You picked her.
You picked her,
and that's the facts.
You picked her.
I can
gotta
appreciate
always
that.
make sure my lady, whoever she gonna be or whatever, if I'm gonna hold it down, you ain't even gotta work. But if I get hurt or something, guess what? I've been putting in the pot. We good. I'm gonna make sure we can live for at least a year without anybody having to go to work. Okay. That's I'm 6 months ahead of myself now. Like so.
You better get your.
You know what I'm saying? So if you fall off and your girl can't hold it down until you get back up, that's your fault.
I agree. I don't want us to. I'm not going to allow us to put out there that a man is that the only person that has responsibility is a man, and that a woman cannot do anything but yet be unconditionally loved. I'm not gonna let us put that out there.
I don't agree with that either. I'm not saying that either. No,
it's not anything. She's doing what she's supposed to do.
I need some tangibles. I'm not an intangible person.
We need some access.
I'm not an intangible person.
Okay, all right.
I'm a checkmark person.
I make a house a home. Y'all saying grandma's house, but grandma is the one who cooked the food, who cleaned the house. She did all those things to make that home loving and comfortable for everybody.
True.
Daddy went to work, came home, took his shoes off and sat down, took a beer, and grandma cooked and made it a home.
Okay, we talked about the shoes.
I won't necessarily say that the women of this day
come on, because I ain't talking about my grandma.
Yeah, you feel me?
I'm definitely not giving you slippers when you walk through the door. But I am doing things that still are making your house a home. I'm making it comfortable for you. I'm making it comfortable for our family to the best of my ability. And I'm making sure y'all fed. I'm making sure we have the things that we need in the house that you don't even think about because you're doing whatever it is that you're doing throughout the day. And I'm doing it too, but it's expected of me to do it.
But what part of it, like you doing the home thing, he's still going out being the provider. Like if he ain't bringing no money in the house, ain't gonna be no groceries for you to cook.
Well, see,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like as far as the man, like the conditions we talking about, like women are dogs. What do you say? Women, kids are loved unconditionally, but men aren't. Men are loved with conditions. So we have to be providers. We have to, you know what I'm saying, be protectors. Like, you know, just to go back to this one thing. Kevin asked a question one time to a lady, like, if somebody was breaking in the house, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Where would you be? You know what I'm saying? As a woman, you know what I'm saying? Would you be next to your man, or would you be, you know, I'm gonna be right next to him, this, that, and other. He like, no, you're not supposed to be. No. See, these are the type of conditions we are loved under. We supposed to be able to protect, provide, you know what I'm saying, produce, all of that type of shit. So, like you say, we fall off for a year or so, and our conditions change. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fucked up. Like
I get it.
What's the answer to why we love that way? That's fucked up.
My life is not set up like that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have the answer for that because anything I can do, Nate can probably do it better than me. Like, he can cook better than me. He clean the house better than me. He fold better than me. He wash all the clothes. Like, he can do everything. So he really don't need me.
These nigga had a real
and
day.
That be the harsh reality.
He had a real day.
That was a time when did you hear what she said?
Like,
you heard her, like, he really don't need me because you can do everything on your own.
He can do all the things that I'm doing, but the difference is I add something to his life.
She bringing some type of value that he can't live without.
So Nate ain't experiencing no conditioned love. You know what I'm saying?
No, I love him. I love him to the end of the earth, but I support him in what he does, and I'm always
y'all do that shit together though. I be watching. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But
like you said though too, if something happened to me, like I'm positive that she can go out here and get it
and hold it down. Exactly. That you choose your mate. You know what I'm saying? So we need to. We got conditions too. That's
all I'm saying. Men can have conditions too.
We got conditions too.
Only reason I feel that way, like Kevin Samuel say, because she did her shit together already. So she already took care of herself and her kids and all that, bought a house, car, all that before I even came into the picture. So just like she said about me, she had everything. She didn't need me neither. So both of us came together in a position that we didn't need each other. We wanted each other.
Y'all wanted each other.
You know what I'm saying? And we made it work into a better situation.
I can't talk to a bitch with no car. I got conditions. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Come on. That's what I'm saying. I think it's different for every person too. I don't think it's that black and white.
We running out of time, bro. We
talking about we can have this one question for an hour.
We have one more question.
Little ass kids.
One more question here, and then we're gonna take it out.
So this question: why do a guy gotta spend money just to get a female attention? So we know that's from a guy.
I want to start with T on this. I want the single perspective on this one. Why do we gotta floss? Why we gotta get the card?
Because we want to.
Why we gotta wear gloves?
We ain't got to.
I didn't make the rules. Listen, y'all, I didn't make the rules. I don't know why y'all gotta do it, but you gotta do it.
Come on. I mean,
or be unnoticed, get unseen. I don't know. Because
so you basically unnoticed if you're not flashing.
Because it's somebody else
and spend so much money to date.
I don't think that's
not so much money.
Dates is expensive.
No, you just gotta you have to be creative, first of all, because somebody took me on a date and spent hundreds of dollars and I did not like
Enjoy
them.
yourself.
They had no personality. So you had all the money to spend and I was ready to go.
But haven't you been on a $50 date and had a ball?
Right.
So it's not about so much money. You know, it's not that.
$29.99.
Like, maybe you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ain't got the funds, baby, I mean, go to get some fruit, get a Blaque. There gotta be something. Get your little J. You know what I'm saying? Some little
get creative, get crafty, get crafty.
Can I get a shot without flashing?
I mean, sorta.
I think, man, we do it because we got it to do it with. Because it's broke. It's broke dudes out here.
You not making them do that. Like we got some really great women on this show. Everybody ain't like y'all.
Okay. They be out here balling or flossing with their friends. Then you be like, okay, let's go out to eat. And they be like, I don't even got it. But you was just.
That's because they shining off all their friends.
I only drink a Neho on Thursdays and
now
Mondays.
You want to be cheap with me.
Me and you went out on a Friday. See, I got to know a Neho policy on Friday. No Neho on Fridays.
Keep
I'm
that
sorry.
same energy.
Look, man, I'm starting cutting the grass. You see this house that I own and these grass that I'm cutting and these, you know what I'm saying, and how peaceful it is over here.
Come on.
I'm not about to go out of my way. Like my mom used to say, I ain't about to go rob the bank just to show y'all a good time, nigga. I ain't about to do all that. Like, it depends on who you choose to. As far as some girls don't need you to do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you chasing the little hood rat bitches,
then you
gonna be spending a lot of money.
And that's who you attracting though. So if you attracting that type of woman,
that's what
then that's what's happening. Because ain't nobody said nothing about a whole lot of money.
Okay.
But you might have to spend something because a date don't cost.
This is my thing.
You ain't just pulling up on me. I'm not playing those games. Don't just leave
smoke, you drink, and I do, and I want to do that. I don't need you
because I can do that at home by myself.
That's the answer right there. Guys spend a lot of money on dates or, you know what I'm saying, with women because that's the type of women that they are attracting.
Drugs and drinks.
If you attracting a female that desire that, then you're going to be spending $40 every goddamn day trying to feed her.
For real.
And that shit get expensive.
And that 40 get expensive.
All right, last one. Get one more.
So why are the roles of relationship based on sex?
Damn, come on,
Example,
Dee Brown.
like
You first
moms
up.
cook and clean and dads take out the trash and grill.
Huh?
It's not. I think it should be based on each individual relationship. I don't believe that it should be based. We can get off into that shit, man. Lead type. We can get but in terms of what roles are, I think it has to be defined within individual relationships.
Leadership don't have to do with roles.
Yeah, I don't think that's not the case at all. For example, like when we get new stuff that needs to be put together, my wife is putting that together because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But
I can see that.
But that's supposed to be your role.
Right, that's supposed to be my role. At the same time, like here's the thing. She's not the homemaker that I am either, right? So like a lot of the home stuff, I don't know, I'm naturally good at those things. So and that's not a problem. It doesn't make me any less.
It works for y'all. They said 20 years.
His wife is a doctor. She
is a doctor.
She don't have time to deal with people in the house. She's
saving lives.
Right.
Just to put that black excellence out there. She is a doctor.
That's right.
Put a ring on it.
So the relationship, what it says, based on sex? What was the question?
No, I mean
Like male female sex.
Like the roles of a woman taking care of the baby, changing the diapers, and a man not doing those things. She's saying, why are roles like that? Like, why is it that she's doing all of the house duties?
Me and Dee Brown talk about this a lot. We talk about this like when we talk about Lent, and he talk about he don't do things out of tradition or formality. And I think that's where we got to with the roles.
Yeah.
We get these roles just out of tradition and formality.
That's good.
And the roles haven't evolved with the times. You know what I'm saying? Or at least to talk about the roles.
Yeah, I think it's the conversation that haven't evolved with the
because
time.
the roles have definitely evolved.
Absolutely.
Because women are working at an all-time high.
And women are doing a wonderful job.
And
You
a
have to
wonderful
have
job.
conversation about what makes sense for your relationship, for your home, for your children, for your situation.
And like she said, I wash the clothes all the time. I don't cook the most anymore, but I am the best cook in the house.
You know,
she got it. You know what I'm saying? So those roles are not really roles. Okay. It's just what works for us.
So I got a whole different angle on it.
We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, so if you're a foreigner, you think different than American.
That's very true. Very true.
Because there are foreigner men who ain't cleaning no fucking bathroom. They ain't washing no. My brother like that. He like, I ain't washing no dishes, none of that shit.
Yeah.
She do that. And I'm like, bro, you can't be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what he stand on. But, you know, and as far as the Western man go, American man, yeah, we don't have no problem with cleaning up and doing shit because that's what we're supposed to do. You a helpmate. Just like she help you, you help her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. But foreigners think different.
Yeah, when it's a cultural,
Yeah, it's a cultural
some
back.
things are just the way they are, and they are okay with that. Some women are like, I know I'm supposed to clean the toilet. You ain't gonna clean the bathroom.
They not even
gonna
allow you to do it.
It's the way
like
it
me.
is.
They gonna stick to their roles. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Boy, shut up.
Some places they're trained to be wives. You know what I'm saying? Like
I come in.
That man ain't finna do that.
Hey, I come in off that.
I think that happened to me. in some type of way, you know, like if I'm in a relationship with a guy, he not really clean and cooking, or like if he cook, it's just because he want to on a certain type of night. But somewhere along